And there's no shame in putting from off the green. I mean, if you have nothing in your way, it's the safe shot. I'm all for that. Actually, another shot to demonstrate while I'm here is a shot that I used when I won the US Open. Actually, I was nervous. I had a lie. That wasn't bad. I mean, the commentators would have looked at it and not mentioned I had a bad lie. But it's anytime your ball is sitting maybe a quarter down, it's sometimes you don't always get on the little piece of grass that gets between the blade and the ball, and it can come out 2 or 3 feet short. And you know, when you're trying to win the US Open, you don't want a 2 or 3 footer. You just kind of want it up and dead to the hole. So if you find yourself in a situation like this where you don't have to carry the ball very far, like a hybrid or a 5-wood or a 3-wood is such a safe club to use, and just use like a putting stroke. It gets the ball, it lofts the ball just enough to get it over this tufty stuff, and then runs out like a putter. You know, it's pretty risk-free. You know, even if it's sitting down, it always seems to come out quite well. So it's really, shot selection I think is probably one of the most important things with short game. Just trying to keep it risk-free, simple.
You have the Open coming up in St Andrews in a few weeks. Are there any particular shots that you're working on at the moment? I know you can be faced with some enormous greens there, some people even chipping off the greens. But I mean, are there any particular shots that you have to have in the bag?
You know, it's easy to say you need the bump and run in Scotland. Yeah, you do, absolutely. For some of the shots I'm going to be working on is putting from long distance. St Andrews, the greens are huge, they can be 100 yards long in places, so you can have a lot of long putts. I'm going to work on that. But also, on links golf, sometimes you want to take out a big mound or a big bump because it's going to be very unpredictable how your ball's going to roll over that. So you want to carry a shot, with a lot of spin, to be able to fly it now and get a check on it. So maybe I'll try and demonstrate that shot, which is very different to this shot. So
First thing, clean the grooves.
Yeah, I'm looking. My caddy didn't really do a very good job last week. Always blame the caddy. Rule number 1. If I play to the back edge of the green, you're going to see that a lot of things change from that shot that I just played. My hands are going to drop. The club face is going to open, and I'm going to use a lot more wrist here. So I like to call this a short arc. Basically, the shot I just hit previously I call a long arc. So very wooden, not much give in the wrists, and that kind of always produces a very low running shot. If I want to hit a high shot, I drop the hands, I open the club face, and I now use a lot of wrist. I set that wrist, and so the arc of my hands is a lot shorter. Because of that, there's a lot more release and a lot more speed, and speed creates spin at the end of the day. That's the only way you can get the ball spinning. So the maximum amount of loft with the maximum amount of speed, that's how you get spin. So I should try and land this towards the back edge of the green.
Pretty good effort.
Bravo.
One little dribble I do on tour every day when I warm up. If I don't have a putting green handy or a chipping green handy to practice my short game, you can still do it on the range. And it's what I call the incremental drill. And the goal of that drill is to just hit the first shot down the range. You don't really even need a target. You just chip the first ball. And then the goal of the next ball is to hit it a yard past the ball that you've just hit. Go! A yard short.